come in, sir?
Please come in. You are Soumya Suvam, please take your seat.
Thank you, sir.
You are Soumya Suvam Pani.
Yes, sir.
Give your self-introduction.
I am Soumya Pani. I basically belong to Kalahandi district of Odisha. I am born and brought up in Bhawanipatna, and I completed my initial years of schooling in Bhawanipatna itself. After that, for my intermediary, I moved to Kalingavarti Residential College, Cuttack. Then I generated my interest in electronics, as electronics was my optional subject in 12th itself. So I pursued my further career in graduation in electronics and telecommunication engineering from BSSUT Bulla. My hobbies involve providing social services, being a part of various NGOs, and traveling is also my temporary hobby. And sometimes I enjoy watching various court proceedings which are provided by the e-court project in various YouTube channels.
Then startups you have written?
Sir, there was a time during my BSSUT phase when I was involved in some startup activities, and we had a startup called mybooks.in, where we could provide books at cheaper price to the deprived section of students and who deserved good books in a lesser
So you were a very good student, 91% at HSC and close to 86. Then why it was 61% in BTech?
Sir, that's a very good question. I actually had very much interest in electronics, as I was a student from science background, and during my 12th, electronics itself attracted me very much that I joined BSSUT in electronics and telecommunication. But when I got into the stream, when I understood the syllabus properly, and when I came forward with the syllabus, then I started to understand that the syllabus we are pursuing in our universities is very much outdated, and for such regard I initially started alienating from the subject. But I can say that my practical experience in BSSUT is very good. It is from my various mark sheets that I have very good grades in practical, but in theory I initially and further in the due time I alienated from the subject, sir.
Okay. While opining or sending your opinion about the university or the syllabus, let us be careful. So, my electronic syllabus is very bad in Odisha.
It's not very bad in Odisha, but it's a bit outdated. We can say that.
In which way you are telling?
Yes, sir. In this period of time, we are having 5G and 6G in our world, and it's a time of rapid electronics development. But when we are looking at the syllabus, we are reading about the DSL line communication and the wired communication. Although it is a basic necessary to understand the 5G and 6G services, but stretching that syllabus so far so that it becomes the whole syllabus of the university, it is a bit alienated.
You have passed which year?
2018.
So I don't want to, due to short of time, I don't want to go into that.
Yes,
but for your information, 2021, all these technical institution syllabus and the general syllabus.
Yes, sir. In recent time, it has been updated, sir. It is for
yes.
general good. It has been updated, but during my time, it was not updated.
May not be in par with world view.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it
I
has
totally
been
agree.
updated. So you may go through, you may not answer anything or understand anything.
Yes, sir.
By that way. Why you have opted sociology and public administration?
Sir, initially when I started civil services preparation, I looked across various optionals, and sociology felt very easy to me, as I could relate easily to that subject, and I thought that the skills required to perform well in sociology and public administration.
What do you mean by sociology exactly?
Sir, sociology is the study of society, sir.
What is the unit of society?
Sir, the unit of society is individual and groups, I would say.
Individual group? Means family is your unit.
Sir, family is a unit, sir. Education system is a unit. Polity is a
public
unit.
administration, how do this is a part of political science, why separate subject?
Sir, when I had to take the second subject as my optional for Odisha Civil Services, I preferred public administration, because when I went through the syllabus, I could understand the syllabus properly, and I thought that the initial skills required to master this subject is available with me.
So you have good hobby of enjoying this, watching this court proceeding.
Yes, sir.
So do you think that judiciary is very free from all these encroachments?
Sir, our judiciary as a if we had to represent our judiciary, I would say that Indian judiciary is doing very well in the present situation. Although there had been some instances of struggle of judiciary with the government in past phases of Indian judiciary history, but nowadays I would say that Indian judiciary is performing well and good, and it is for the greater good of the
I will
society.
come to you and start.
Acha, you see, can you tell me about Chandrayaan 3?
Yes, sir, definitely. Recently, we had the bad accident of Chandrayaan 2, where the major component of Chandrayaan 2 being the lander and rover. The lander being the Vikrant lander and the rover being the Pragya rover. But we had a failure with the lander, so we are re-attempting that project to be the fourth country in the world to land safely in the southern part of that is the dark side of the moon.
From which space center it will be launched?
Sir, it will be launched from Sriharikota with LMV3, LVM3, sir, launch vehicle.
Do you know about UCC?
Yes, sir. UCC stands for Uniform Civil Code, which is defined under Article 44 of the Indian Constitution, which is a directive principle of state policies.
Yes. What is the basic need? Why the government requires it?
Sir, as
Why
we know,
you have
India,
plan?
yes, sir.
Yeah.
As we know, India is a very diverse cultural society, and we have very diverse religious views. And for that religious views, we have very much individual. I mean to say, ki religious rules are there. So if we need to, it's a time that if you have to unite the country as a whole, we need to codify that individual laws into a proper law, such that marriage, divorce, inheritance, all these subjects can be codified in a single law, and it will be easy for the judiciary to interpret, as well as it will be easy for the society to understand the laws properly, sir.
Do you know about Mo School?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
Sir, Mo School is the initiative of Odisha government, which implies on which readily focuses on infrastructure upgradement and quality upgradation of various primary and secondary schools in Odisha by infrastructure development and by inculcation of technology in schools.
Basic. What is the basic idea behind Mo School?
Sir, basic idea behind Mo School,
It is
in my reference, I would say that it would be increasing the gross enrollment ratio and providing quality education to the various sections.
Yes, that is one of the reasons. Second reason is that we are going to invite the old students.
Yes, sir.
Who will pay money, and the same amount, the money they will deposit, and the same amount will be provided by government,
Yes, sir.
and the money will be doubled.
Yes, sir.
Then there will be improvement of
Yes.
infrastructure, repair, innovation, all these things. This is the basic. Then do you know about AHAR?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
AHAR is the social sector extension service of government of Odisha, which mainly focuses on providing cheap food to the deserving sections of the society, underprivileged section of the society.
Is there any eligibility to enter and take a food in the AHAR center?
Sir, as far as I am concerned, there is no eligibility for AHAR, sir.
Okay. Then what do you mean by 5T?
Sir, 5T is the new initiative. I would not say it's new, but I would say it is the progressive initiative of government of Odisha, which comprises of teamwork, transparency and technology, leading to transformation in a limited time period, sir.
Okay.
So you will see a carved stone
Sir,
chariot wheel.
sir.
In which temple it is seen?
Sir, as far as I can remember, we can see it in Mamalapuram group of monuments in
Odisha.
Hampi.
I am talking of Odisha.
Sir, Odisha stone chariot wheel in of course in Konark, sir.
Of course. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Who has written Gita Govinda?
Gita Govinda is written by Jayadev, sir.
Where Jayadev was born? In which state?
I cannot remember that properly at that moment, sir.
Odisha.
Odisha, state Odisha, sir. I don't know exactly the district.
Area wise,
Yes.
which district is the largest in Odisha?
As far as I am concerned, it is Mayurbhanj district. I may be wrong in this regard.
Okay. Do you know Gautam Kumar Kahari, a sportsman?
No, sir.
He is associated with.
I haven't drawn that, sir.
What is the legislative function of governor?
Sir, the legislative, there are various legislative functions of governor. The very much, the most prominent function includes that all the acts and all the laws passed by the government of Odisha, for that matter the government of state, is passed in the name of the governor itself. Another legislative function include when the assembly or the council is not in session, then under article 213 of the Indian constitution, the governor can frame laws under ordinance.
Ordinance.
Yes,
It will be placed by the Council of Ministers or so motu you will promulgate an ordinance?
No, sir, the governor cannot so motu promulgate an ordinance.
No. The governor can he so motu promulgate an ordinance
No,
of
sir.
his own accord?
No, sir.
Then
He will promulgate an ordinance by the aid and advice of the Council of Ministers.
always it
Yes,
is
sir.
like that.
Yes, sir.
So which film received the first national award in Odisha?
I have read that, I have gone through that, but at the moment I cannot remember it, sir.
That is. So Sri Loknath.
Sri Loknath, yes, sir. Definitely.
Then Amritar Santan is the Odia novel. Do you know the author?
No, sir. I am not very much clear about this factual information.
Can you guess? Or you don't know?
I don't know, sir.
Marty Motala?
It was also in our syllabus, we have read that, but cannot remember.
Okay. Then who is the first lady to scale Mount Everest? Kalpana Das.
Kalpana Das, sir.
What do you mean by solar dart?
Sir,
Solar dart.
solar.
That solar column.
Sir, there is a period of time, let us say for 11 years, the solar cycle replaces itself, it changes its magnetic field, and during this time we have solar low and solar high, and at a time of solar low, we have that dark spots in the sun that signifies the minimal amount of electromagnetic radiation from the sun.
What do you mean by water pollution? Water pollution.
Water pollution. So water pollution means addition and inclusion of various other materials which are not in their pure form in the various resources, water resources. The most prominent phenomena of water pollution in present time being the industrial effluent discharge and I would say eutrophication and surface runoff, sir.
What is the full form of ICAR? ICAR.
The full form of ICAR is Indian Council of Agricultural Research.
Is it headquarter?
Headquartered at New Delhi.
Like that. Then what do you mean global warming?
Sir, global warming signifies the abrupt increase in temperature of the whole globe due to various reasons, such that it is, in the position of global warming, what the terrestrial radiations are there in the earth, they are being reflected back to the earth and it is being stored as a chamber, and that's why the temperature increasing. That we can call that as global warming, sir.
The oxygen we are getting from the earth itself. There is land and water. From where we are receiving more oxygen?
Sir, the maximum amount of oxygen is radiated from the rainforest, sir, I would say. So it will be land resources, in my opinion.
But when you know that we are getting third fourth of oxygen from water resources, and one third from land resources. Okay. What is stomata?
So stomata are the various small pores existing in the leaves and body of the stems, or I would say the plants, which help them for respiration process.
What is greenhouse effect?
So greenhouse effect is the addition of various greenhouse gases such that chlorofluorocarbon and HFCs, which add to global warming, and they boost the global warming potential.
Okay, Soumya. Now the time is short, and in a short span we can judge a person overall. You are Soumya Suvam.
Sir.
So what do you mean by that?
Sir, Soumya means calm and Suvam means lucky, sir.
Lucky.
Yes.
So if you will come, and then you will be lucky.
Yes.
So about this syllabus etc. Don't ambiguity questions don't enter.
Sir.
This is my suggestions type. I am coming. The first is you are Soumya, so be Soumya. You have a clean shape.
No, sir, I just
and very
moved
good
from Delhi,
dress,
so I will.
and yes, and a very good hair oil, etc. Man, you are going to interview.
Sir, sir.
Not that you are
I have not
daily
been
practice.
prepared physically
So
for
you
this.
should be Soumya,
Sir.
so that everything will be Suvam. Number one. Number two, if you don't understand or forget, nobody knows all at once who may be vacant in mind. So be calm and politely or humbly jump to the other questions. Seek for another questions. Okay. So what is your assessment in this interview? This is your first interview?
Yes, sir.
Mock interview, first interview?
No, mock interview, it's my fourth mock interview.
Fourth, then we have attended 3.
And
so what
Apti
is
Plus,
your
it's my first.
assessment?
Sir, in this interview, I would say I have to work a lot on the regional aspect, sir. For that matter, the art and culture and the factual
You
aspect.
are
I'm from Kalahandi, sir.
Kalahandi.
Yes, sir.
You should know about Kalahandi.
Sir, I'm
Total the freedom fighter, materials,
Yes.
Everything about Kalahandi culture,
Yes.
the
Indravati.
indigenous things, the industry, Kalahandi first, then Odisha, about the state affairs, and about the state scheme. How many schemes you know about the
Sir,
state schemes?
I know quite a lot of schemes.
Tell something.
Sir, there has been this Sofel scheme, this Khushi scheme for sanitary napkins. There has been Pakka Gruha Yojana, Biju Pakka Gruha Yojana. There has been Biju Sadak Yojana, Mo Setu Yojana.
No, there side by side you can tell Amagara Yojana.
Sir, Amagara Yojana. Yes,
That
sir.
you Pakka Ghara,
Sir,
you
in
can
that
tell.
matter, Amo Clinic is there, sir. Ma Gruha is there. So, I have actually read very much about those
Then
schemes. Sir.
health side.
Sir, health side,
While telling about the scheme, you can categorize.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes,
health side is this. Sir, agriculture side is. So that will be better. Because you are a science student.
sir.
What more you expect from us? What more advice?
Sir,
What is your question to us?
What can I do more to improve myself?
These things only.
Yes, sir.
These things only. Your voice
One thing I will
is
tell,
also. Please.
You, when you told about your college, about your course, don't tell all these things. Because it is going against. You are going to serve under a government.
Sir, but
And it is
I
going
didn't
against-
know that it has been upgraded
Ah.
recently, sir. But
No, no, that is all.
there was a very dire need to update this syllabus,
Yes,
sir.
because we go to a institution where there is a course and the course has been formulated by a committee.
You can tell like this, sir, I could have gained in better way if the modern subject will be incorporated.
Sir.
Like that.
That is it.
This same thing you could have presented.
I
in
can
different-
present in more as
Yes.
a positive way.
Thank you, Soumya. Thank you
Thank you
for
very
your presence, and wish all the best. Thank you.